A hostage situation is one of the rare plot devices that can pop up in any genre, be it action, suspense, or drama. It provides a hothouse of emotional conflict between captors and victims, often times yanking out both the best and the worst of every person involved. For filmmakers, it's the perfect excuse to throw in chest-thumping monologues, close-quarter brawls, and whatever else sparks the spirit of insanity when mortality is oh so near. Whether a speeding bus or a locked down bank, the tension of a hostage standoff is unlike any other in cinema. So here is the list of the top 3 list of hostage situation movies that could stop your heart. On number 3, I have Phone Booth, which was released on 2002. Colin Farrell plays Stu Shepherd, a cocky publicist who has been cheating on his wife and worse still, his mistress, Katie Holmes, doesn't even know he's married. He calls her on a public payphone and just as he is about to leave, it rings and he picks up. The caller tells him if he leaves the phone booth, he will be killed by a shot from his sniper rifle. He wants no ransom, just for Stu to admit his infidelities to the two ladies in his life. The claustrophobic real-time thriller was released in 2003 when Farrell was one of the hottest new stars in Hollywood and is one of his better films. It certainly makes you think twice about answering a ringing payphone, though there ain't too many of those around these days. With an IMDb rating of 7, this movie is one of my favorites. On number 2, I have Taken, which was released on 2008. The film that relaunched our Liam Neeson as a badass action hero. He plays former CIA operative Brian Mills, whose daughter gets abducted by some shady Albanian crooks to be used in a prostitution ring. They soon find out that they messed with the wrong hombre. Neeson himself believed that the film would go straight to DVD, but the movie was a massive worldwide hit. His iconic speech to his daughter's kidnappers may have had something to do with this. With an IMDb rating of 7.8, this movie is a whole lot of heart-stopping thriller and action that could sweat you off. And on number 1, I have Die Hard, which was released on 1988. It had to be top of the list and it goes without saying one of the greatest action movies of all time. A resourceful NYPD detective takes on a building full of bad guys to save a group of hostages that includes his wife, cracking out the one-liners as he goes. Alan Rickman almost steals the show as evil mastermind Hans Gruber, and his verbal sparring with McClane is a delight throughout. Virtually every action star in Hollywood film, from Arnold to Stallone, turned down this role of John McClane until Bruce Willis made the grubby vest his own. Some characters are just made for one particular actor. Sounds dramatic, but seen this several times. This list focuses on both cherry-picking the gems of all genres that emphasize the plight of the hostage and captor. Hostage situations that only make up a portion of the story will not be making the cut, nor will kidnapping yarns like Misery and Ransom. Feel free to throw your selections in the comment section below, but until then, Here is one bonus movie which is my personal favorite, and that is Inside Man, which was released on 2006. When a magician pulls a rabbit out of his hat, the wonderment isn't so much in the result as it is the steps it took to get there. The planning, the sleight of hand, the well-timed swap in plain sight. As such, a hostage negotiation rarely finds success without these very same ingredients, ending far more often in jail time than a graceful bow out behind the curtain of deceit. Dead-eyed Dalton Russell is one such success, holding an upper hand throughout every frame of Inside Man's non-linear narrative and implanting a bait and switch that makes other pros look like fumbling amateurs. As such, this 2006 outing from director Spike Lee is a grimly lit exercise in on-screen trickery, far removed from the colorful exuberance of joints like Do the Right Thing or even Malcolm X. Lee's handheld excursion through the monotonous streets of Upper Manhattan reek of a style that's wholly original to its story. Non-flashy camera moves, interrogation scenes slathered in milky white grain, and a desaturated green reminiscent of the Matrix enhance of attempted theft of millions, while detectives Fraser and Mitchell attempt to piece together a motive. Both actors, paired with skeptical police captain William Dafoe, tone down grand gestures in favor of a minimal approach that swaps out Lee's satire with a dense sense of seriousness. The script, helmed by rookie screenwriter Russell, sets focus on the plight of the middle class and the wealthy, with subtext highlighting crime, punishment, and the role of authority in modern justice. So this is the top 3 hostess movie list, including one more bonus movie, which is my personal favorite. Tell me in the comments which one is your favorite and which one you want to suggest me. With love, signing off and see you real soon.